felt great, sure, that he came and he was a normal birth. It's just then afterwards, they just gave him to me, and then he was taken nearly immediately, and he was sent straight to Crumlin, and from there to Cherry Orchard Hospital, and we hadn't seen him then. We didn't see him then, only through a window. For 4 months he wasn't home. They told us he had gastroenteritis, and we could see him through a window, but we weren't allowed in.
That was after he was born. He was kept in hospital. Like, I was kind of thinking about it, and I was, you know, I was just hoping that everything would turn out all right that type of way, you know. I'm hoping for the good and wishing for the best.
He was 6 months in the incubator, right? And we went in nearly every second night to see him. We thought he wouldn't make it. He was 2.5 months premature. So he was only 2 years. 3 years. And he was 12 months in the hospital before he was allowed home. We were absolutely all home when he came home.
We rushed him in one day. We had to bring him into Lou almost. We rushed him into Kilkenny, and we thought there wasn't a sound out of him. We thought he was gone around like going in. So he was okay. Well, he wasn't okay. They put him straight in the ventilator like that, yeah. So that was I think that was the lowest point the same way they had with him like that. And when you were going in driving the car that day, and there was the sound out of him, and
you had to shake him.
We didn't know that he was gone around, we were all around or not like that. So he came through it again. He had more given out to do to people.
Jim, Gary, can I ask you to close your eyes?
When I close my eyes, I dream about playing hurling for Harry Jock like my father wing back.
Jim, what do you dream of when you close your eyes?
When I close my eyes, I see myself and my father in the van, and all the kids from the Carrickjock Hurling Club in the van, and me as kid manager.
Why do you close your eyes when you do that? Jim?
To make a dream, and my dream didn't come true at all.
Would you like to show us why?
Yes. Is that okay?
That'd be fantastic. Excellent.
Gary, will you be me? And
I'll be you, Jim, yeah. I'll sit down here, yeah?
Yes, you may.
Yeah. Oh.
And you have 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes. All right. Okay. What should a driver do when turning right at the junction? Go left. Yeah. Number 2. How regularly should a vehicle be serviced? 20 years. Yeah. Yeah. What colour traffic light comes on after the green? Purple. What should a driver do if the traffic lights are out of order? Knock them down. When a driver is on a motorway, what should a driver do? Go faster.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thanks,
Jim, you were the theory tester.
I'll be out another time, right?
Yeah, thank you for being honest.
So that was it, Jim. You failed the theory test.
Yeah.
So driving the van was out. Gary, what about you? Will you tell us about your dream?
I'll tell you about my dream, yeah. Well, my dream didn't come true because I was a slow walker and a self-capacity, and I couldn't break the tackle. So,
Would you give us a demonstration?
yeah, I'll give you a demonstration. Yeah. Hey, Jim, will you be me, and I'll be your physio, Mr. Grasshopper.
Okay.
So, right, no. Right, slowly does it now. I'm right, you're not nervous right now.
No, I'm getting there.
I'm right beside you, so you go slowly along here. You're doing very well, Gary, you're doing very well. Now I'm going to increase the walk a little bit, just stand there for a minute, please. No. Slowly does it now, you're doing very well, right? How are you feeling?
Small bit nervous.
Don't worry, I'm right beside you. Not to fear. Alright, now what I'm going to do now, I'm Mr. Grasshopper, I'm going to go to the other side. I want you to walk to me, Gary, right? So, hang tight there.
He was 4 years of age before he took the first step. He just stood up and he took one step and he fell. And I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it that he was walking. Slowly but surely he started to get a little step, next a little step, and he was walking then. But then we began to realise then that things weren't right, you know. That this wasn't coming the normal way, like naturally, like, you know. So we got looked into that, like, you know, and it took a bit of time, but they eventually discovered that he had cerebral palsy, like, you know.
So that was your childhood dreams, to be wing back for Carrickshock and kit manager for Carrickshock.
Yeah.
And those were the obstacles.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
And we found another way to make our dreams come true with the Carrickshock GA Club.
Yeah.
Yes.
You found another way to be part of it?
Yeah.
We found another way to be part of the Carrickshock hurling team.
Team, I suppose. A team is a group of fellas playing together, or they really back each other up. It's not all together, it is all, but if somebody was in a problem, there's no problem getting 2 or 3 or 4 fellas to help out or have a day to do something, yeah.
To me, what a team it means is that, like, you know, it's a group of fellas coming together, loyal to one another, and do it for one another. To be a team player, if you're not a team player, you know you've been there. And I'm just taking Carrickshock. You have to play for one another. You can't, like, you know what I mean, it has to be a team effort the whole way through, from the goalkeeper out to the last man and to the subs as well. Like, you know, when they come in, they're part of the team as well. Even though they mightn't be playing, they're part of the team as well. Like, you know, and you have to be, you have loyalty. You have to be 100% loyal. If you haven't that, you have nothing. Like.
So what is your part of the Carrickshock hurling team?
Well, our part of the Carrickshock hurling team is we are the w.i.p boys. Our job curtails that we take the water bottles off the selectors and empty. We bring them into the old meeting room and we fill them up with fresh water, and we make sure that the corks are on time, that the players use them, they don't get wet. That's happened in previous times.
Whose fault was that?
I'd say a bit of I don't know.
And another thing we do, we collect all the tops before training. Before the training starts, and we put them into bags. We put them into a bag.
And what happens to them when they get into the bag?
They'll be brought to the sideline.
For washing, is it?
No, for after the match, and then they collect the tops after the training.
Okay, oh, very good, excellent. So, you guys have been the Water Boys for Carrickshop team now for how long?
We've been the Water Boys for the past 25 years.
That's why.
No, I'd say 25 years.
And I suppose you've seen a few teams come and go in that time?
I've seen a few good teams, not so good teams, a few average teams. I'm sure that's the way it goes.
And you had a particularly good team in 2017. Will you tell us a little bit about that?
The 2017 team entered the intermediate Leinster Championship. Our goal was to reach Croke Park, and we did it.
Excellent. Would you mind introducing us to the team?
Yeah, okay. No bother, yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Good.
Number 1, Jamie Power, our goalie.
Hey, he's 39 years of age.
Has he got much left in him, do you think, Gary?
Our captain, fantastic, from Buda, John Tennyson, rock solid.
Full forward, John Power, brother of Jamie's.
Yeah, if you can keep him awake. Hey, Pat Tennyson, midfield, another brother of John's, rock solid as well. If you run into him, you feel it.
Shane Power, midfield, a cousin of Jamie and John's.
Yeah, if he rises the ball. Michael Rice loves the ball of rice.
Another in the power team, Richie Power, full forward.
Hey, he's no good, he's only on one leg.
Who's that you put down last?
John Nifty Cal. John Murphy, done his back, he's only good for the sideline.
Now run on! Midfield! My baby brother, Michael Rowan, full forward!
Hey, how can he hurt as a baby? Hey, rock solid full back, John Dodden. Like running into a tree.
Jim, was there others in your family that played in the team as well?
What?
Was there other members of your family that played in the team as well?
No, that's Michael.
Just Michael.
That's
Your dad played for Carrickshop before, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes, back in the day.
Years ago. With Gary's father. And so then, actually all my brothers played with Carrickshop. But my brother Michael is the only one now.
The only one left. Last man standing.
Midfield, Johnny Boots' butler.
He don't know how to tie his boots. David Fanks loves a packet of fags when he's not hurling.
Aaron O'Neill, midfield.
What was that? Aaron Froggy O'Neill, loves the ball of frogs. Oh, Mark 50 Dwyer. We put him corner forward. He might do something there.
That's corner back.
Bang!
Oh no, right. Now we're going here. Right,
Bang, Dino Donovan. Let corner back.
Oh yeah. then we have, right, the other corner we have Kevin Nifty Farrell. If we can keep on his game, he might get a score.
Gary Neighbour, Damien Welsh.
Oh. Oh. Then we have our old caretaker, Cat Weasel. What a weasel she was.
Where did she go to?
The sideline. Only place for her.
She was the caretaker where, Gary?
Huh?
Where was she caretaker?
On the sideline.
How do you know her? Where is she from?
Yeah.
Where is she from?
How do you know her from, Gary?
We know her like because if you said the wrong word, you get a bucket of wash up you get down your mouth, and you know about it.
This was in school, yeah?
Oh.
Midfield, James Grace.
And last of all, Paddy McGinty scored. Hey.
Who's Paddy McGinty scored?
Hey, you remember Paddy McGinty scored?
Yes.
You called him Paddy one day, where'd you end up? In the dark room for a week doing your homework.
And the final person of all, Gary's old friend, Baggy Grace.
Oh,
our singing teacher.
Our singing teacher, oh, jeez, our Baggy,
Where did she go to school, then?
Huh?
Where did she go to school?
We went to school and Mother heard of. She taught us a few hymns, but she taught us the Rose of Moonkind. I'll give you a demonstration.
Excellent. You're going to be Baggy Grace?
Yeah.
He's Baggy Grace and I'm the student.
Yeah.
Go.
All right. How sweet it is to roam by the sunny shore streams, and to hear the duck crew 'neath the morning sunbeam, where the thrush and the robin their sweet holes entwine on the banks of the shore that flows down by Moonkind. Blow on lovely river, blow gently. How dare you interrupt me, Baggy?
No, Baggy.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
the school teacher. I'm the student.
How dare you interrupt the student?
Okay, Baggy.
Jim was a kind of fella, he was independent. In his own mind, he was independent.
I know what to do.
Yeah, he would, yeah. And then he'd ring, well, in fairness now, he would ring if he had a small problem or any kind of problem, he would never have a worry about him. Because he was fair, he wanted to be inside meeting people. And I think Super Quinn was, or Super Value, was the making of him completely, because he was meeting people and meeting different walks of life in there. Like, they all knew from Leash to Waterford to Prairie, and they all had a hello to him. And then he'd ring here and he'd say, "Such a person was in today, and they were asking for you, Dad." Yeah, and you know, who are they, Jim? I never asked him their name, he said.
Jim, your dad there was mentioning independence. You're living in independent living, is that right?
I'm living in independent living for the past 10 years in Kilkenny.
And how is that? What's it like for you?
It's very good for me now, so it is.
Would you talk us through an average day?
I will. You want me to show you?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
What do you do first in the
I
day?
get up in the morning and I do my chores. And then I go out and meet a friend of mine for a cup of coffee.
Excellent. Is Gary going to help you with the reenactment? Are you going to be the friend, Gary?
I'd be the friend, yeah.
No, you're the waiter.
I'm always the waiter.
Gary, have you experience of waiting? Have you experienced as a waiter, Gary?
I have a bit of experience with the last 22 years or something.
Where do you waiting work?
I work in the water in Thompson. I've seen a lot of it.
Okay, over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It'll be like home for you.
Now, what would you like?
A tea and a scone.
I'll give you a coffee and a stone. Yeah. Oh, I have a slight problem here. This lad is invisible. Kind of hard to work now when I'll pick something for him anyway. I'll give him a 7-Up and a bread toasty. Okay. Quite awkward. Why is it individuals come into this cafe? Right, I'll be back later, right?
So we have your morning coffee then, and then where would you go from there, Jim?
I'd go to work in Super Valley in Market Cross. And I'd collect the trolleys and baskets and bring them to the front door.
And how long have you been in Super Value?
I've been in Super Valley for the past 22 years.
So I'd say you've seen a few teams come and go there as well.
I've seen a few people come and go from there as well.
And after that then, what do you do after work?
Then I go to the gym I go to the gym. And then from the gym then I bring one of the lads to see who's coming from town for training. And if they weren't training, then I'd go into my room and I'd listen to Johnny Barry on the local KCLR radio.
We've got a caller on the line here, Jim Rowan. How are you, Jim?
Good evening, Johnny. How are you?
What can I do for you this evening, Jim?
Johnny, can I play a request, please? From my godchild.
What's your godchild's name?
My godchild's name is Aisling.
Of course we will. What song would you like?
Shotgun by George Ebright.
I get shot for playing that, but I'll make an exception for you, Jim. Any particular reason you've chosen that song, Jim?
She likes the words of it, and I like the song of it.
All right then, Jim.
Thank you very much, Johnny.
This goes out to little Aisling this evening from her uncle Jim. Happy birthday, Aisling.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun is changing the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see.
Just something that they have responsibility, like, and this was the first thing probably he ever was asked maybe to do, but I don't think that Aisling's parents realised how important trust to you. Every birthday and everything since, never forgot. He takes it very responsible, like, I mean, probably more than anyone ever do.
This is the AIB All-Ireland Intermediate Club Hurling Final between Carrickchock of Kilkenny and Ahascar Fahana of Galway.
So lads, Croke Park, final day.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Oh yeah, we're ready. Yeah.
We're ready?
We'll be talking through the first half of the match.
Right.
Who's going to be who?
Right. You're Ahascar Galway,
Yeah, okay.
and I'm Carrickchock of Kilkenny.
Excellent. And
We're
we're
going
talking
to
through the score.
use these and score of the points and goals.
What do you do the scoreboard?
The top half of the scoreboard is Ahascar. The bottom half is Carrickchock of Kilkenny.
Excellent. I'd like to give you the start whistle. Oh.
The first score of the game goes to Carrickchock. Kevin Barry. The second score of the game goes to David Franks. And fifth quarter game goes to Jamie and Richie Power.
I'll tell you what hurdles the fix.
The sixth quarter game goes to Richie Power. A sideline ball for a half-star Galway. A point for a half-star Galway.
You gave me one lousy pint. What's the game on an hour 10 minutes?
A big long ball from Jamie Power and toward Carrickshock for the forward line. A penalty for Carrickshock.
Oh no!
What can Jamie Power do? Can Jamie Power go for his point, or will he go for the back of the net? A goal for Jamie Power! Scoring at moment, Carrickshock 1-6, a Haska 1 point. A free for a Haska Galway. A point for a Haska Galway.
Two lousy pints. Be cheaper to buy them in the pub.
Half-time, the half-time scoreboard reads a Haska 2 points. Carrickshock 1-6.
So, will we do a little bit of a half-time match analysis? You mentioned the foul there by Haskell, which led to the penalty. Will we have a look at it?
Yeah.
It's picked up the away danger man. Power is on it. Looking to get away. Surely a penalty. Has to be a penalty.
Has to be a penalty.
Coming out is Colin Mannion to, or Porrick Mannion to say the ball. He has the ball and won the ball. But McDara, what are you thinking?
My initial reaction was that he was pulled back, and I think it may not have been Porrick Mannion the foul, it may have been another player that fouled him, but my initial reaction was a penalty.
Shall we do the reverse angle on that? Excellent. Gary, will you be the referee?
I'll be the referee, yeah.
And Jim, will you be Porrick Mannion?
Yeah.
Aye.
Excellent.
What's that for it? What's that for? I didn't touch him, man! I didn't touch him! What's that for it? I didn't touch him! What's that for it? I didn't touch him!
Can we see the reverse angle? Do you want to swap places?
Oh yeah.
Gary, will you give Jim the whistle there?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hard.
Stick. How can you hold it without a stick? What's that for, ref? What did I do wrong? You might give me a dig hard and give me a dig back of it. What's wrong with it? I used to live with a gentleman in Thomastown and only put 50 cents in a red jar. I put €100 a week in it. And I'm sick of it, I have enough. You can keep your red card as
See, there's a fellow, he had this new house, Hustle First. So he got to spray away, you see, that he could get some of the lads the independent living would.
Thank you.
And so he approached Gary, and whatever way he came and patched it up with Gary anyway, Gary thought it was a great idea to come home to us. And so we said, okay, you know, we were a little bit vulnerable here now, our fault. And he was taking €100 a week off him. And this is going on and on and on. And Gary, this fella, you have this, there's a name on it, I can't put a name on it, this problem. Everything has, there can't be a fly, there can't be a strap of dust here. The guy couldn't even walk in the house with shoes, he had to take them off. So he put him up and he gave him a room upstairs. And Gary had to buy his own television and buy his own armchair. And This is going on for a long time. We didn't see it, you know. But Larry's sister, she sees it. And she came down here and she said, Daddy, ripping Daddy off, taking home over there. Daddy was paying for the house. So Daddy had nothing to do, you know. So Daddy is here now, you know, and his independent living is here now. He's independent enough.
There was an injury in the first half of the wasn't there?
Oh, I do, yeah.
We get a reenactment of the injury?
Yeah, no bother.
Slow motion for safety.
All right. See if the crew sheet is gone here now. Oh, there's crew sheet on. I need some medical assistance on the sideline. The first aid lady and poor lads to carry this lad. His crew sheet is gone.
Well, wait, Gary, will you tell us your story of the
okay,
shower?
I'll give you a little time of what happened to me. And I get ready to go on a foreign holiday, but it happened. I was heading to Tenerife, I think, on a foreign holiday. So I was getting ready to take a shower, like, but accidentally I fell in a non-slip shower at home in my own bathroom at home. But in doing so, I ended up in the corner of the shower, but I couldn't, because of the way I fell, I couldn't get back up. So I was stuck in the corner. But the problem was I was have to turn the hot water on, so I couldn't reach the dial to turn it off. So I had to call out for help. So my father kind of heard me, like.
He said, I'm down in the shower and I can't get up. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I wouldn't have got in the bathroom window. I could see him when I opened the top of the bathroom window, I could see him inside that he was down, you know. And what was the name of God I wanted to do? So what I done then was, I had two slating lads, two 2B1 lads, you said. And I got the two and I nailed them together. And I had a picture hook, you know the hook you screw into the wall, and I screwed it into the end of it. The key was in the door on the inside. Well, I took a chair and I stood up under there at the bathroom window. And I got the two lads got together. And I got to cross in. Now, if there's a man up there above, he walked for me that day. Because when I got it over, I got it in on the key ring. And I gave it a turn. And it twisted the lock. And then the key fell out of the door. I had the door open. So we got him up. And he was, thanks to God, he wasn't bored. It was only lukewarm. So we got him up and he was okay. And he got to go on his holiday. But that was sheer panic.
Did you tell us about the night of the dinner, lads?
The night of the dinner dance, we headed for the Carrigan show for our annual dinner dance after a year's hurling. In doing that, the first thing happened was the panel of players went up to receive a plaque for their efforts all year. Like individually, they were called out by name. Like, but after that presentation was taken, lo and behold, next two were called up for myself and the book of the year. Unexpected, we didn't know anything about it. But we were called up to receive an award as well. Like the lads, the same plaque, like.
I'm gonna be Tom Murphy for this reenactment. Jim, I'd like to present you with this trophy, supporter of the year award.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And what happened after that?
After that, then we got ready for some dancing on the floor, on the dance floor. But in doing that, there was a couple of other groups with us. But something happened on the floor. Like one that we didn't start it, but they thought the Carrickjock lads kicked off something, so they fired us out in the rain. Like we had to wait an hour and a half for the bus to come back. But again, the bus came back. We were like wet rags in our suits. The suits wasn't much good to us.
My first memories of Jim and Gary would have been when I was a young child starting off playing with Carrickjock with my friends at maybe 7 or 8 or 9, and we were going to the Carrickjock matches, supporting the adult teams, and that's where we would have seen Jim and Gary marching up and down the sideline, roaring on the team. I suppose as the years have moved on, then they would have taken over at under 14, under 16. We would have met them more. And finally then, as I moved on to the adult teams, Jim and Gary were a permanent fixture at every training session and every match, and I began to know them very well then from that point on. Well, I always say they're actually the DNA of Carrickjock GAA Club, because they're so ingrained in it, and they have such a love for it, and they epitomise everything that's good and great about the GAA Association as a whole, and the volunteerism, and that everyone can play a part, no matter how big or how small, no matter if you're the main manager or the smallest part, it's all part of the collective.
Who's that, lads?
That's our Captain Fantastic John Tenson, rock solid.
Which brings us back to the All-Ireland final.